Alrighty, folks. I had told y'all in a previous video that I had a couple of new things uh, that were coming this week, and I was just going to briefly note on one of those things right here, and just kind of briefly show it to you. And it is what you're looking at. It's behind me. This is some property here that we've been farming for several years, leasing, renting, whatever, and it's been on the market for, well, I would say it's been known it's been for sale for a few years, but we kind of thought we might lose it this year. That was kind of part of the whole cutting back ordeal, but as it turns out, we made an offer on it, and we got it. So this is it, what you can see of it here. This is one of the fields. Y'all have seen me do videos at this field before, in this field with wheat and different things. Yes, this field was planted in fescue, orchard grass, and clover, and I don't see any of it. We have now got some rain, but it just turned off cold. It got down to 28 last night, so I don't know what the stuff's going to do, if it's going to come up or not. It was planted over a month and a half ago, and it's just now seen a decent rain, so see, that was Wednesday, so today's Friday morning. We'll see what happens, but anyway, yeah, there's 123 acres here, and we now have it, and we'll be continuing to farm it, so, and then won't have to worry about that lease and rent now, so that's one of the two things that I wanted to note to you guys, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but that was the deal with that. So anyway, if you'll hang on just a minute, I'll flip this camera around. We'll do a little bit of ride along. Okay, so I got the camera back around. This road may be a little bumpy, but anyway, yeah, so we managed to get that property, and it's been kind of an ongoing deal for a while now. And one of the other farms I lease here, they've been logging all this year. They're over here with a bulldozer right now, cleaning up some of it. So yeah, so we got that, and I won't be losing that. I was a little worried about losing that property. That was going to be a big chunk of farmland for us, so that won't be. And like I said, we farmed that land for years and years, and it's a bit of an interesting story about it. The owners of that property, which have family that owned it, had owned it for 1923 was as far back as we've seen so far. We're still digging on that. We know it goes back way further than that. But those persons used to own the property we live on, our current farm as well, and my grandfather bought that property from them probably somewhere around the 1930s maybe, and we've had it ever since. And it all used to be one property, and then that part got sold off to my grandfather, and now we bought the remaining part, so it's now all back to one property totaling 323 acres now. So we got that, so that's a good thing. But anyway, I was just gonna note that. I mean, That's part of farming is the land and what you own, what you rent, what you lease, whatever. And that's been something the whole family is involved in, and we were kind of glad we were able to get it. And I think the owners that we bought it from were glad to see us get it, and or they told us that, and they wanted, you know, someone that was going to take care of it and keep it, and we'd been farming it long enough they knew we'd do that. So and there's some sentimental things. I know that family hated to let go of it, but at the same point in time we didn't want to see it go to someone else, because we had had so much invested time in it as well over the years. I mean, I grew up in that field. I know that, well, there's 3 fields to that property, but the one you just seen, the first fields I ever learned how to turn plow was in that field with the 4440 John Deere. And when I went out kind of on my own doing the hay operation, that was my first big square bell crop, was up there. It's where I did the hay grass, and did that. And I remember one of the first times I drove a grain truck, following the combine when my dad was up there. So it was a lot of firsts, a lot of memories, a lot of sentimental things to that property. And during the whole process, it was the talk amongst my family was, or the questioning was, you know, would my dad had, if he was still here, would have bought that property? And I think we all pretty well agreed that he would have tried to have bought it. So we felt like it was the right thing to do to move forward and try to get that property, being right there at the farm with our other 200 acres there that we have at that spot. That would be a good thing. So anyway, I had just noted that there would be a couple of new things, and that was the one of them, and the other one is still to come. Just stay tuned for that, and there will be a series of videos coming up. I'll just say that. I've already I hope the audio is not off on this video, because I'm recording with a whole bunch of videos that's already on this camera, and I know when I take a lot of footage, my audio tends to have an issue at times. But anyway, I'm trucking on to work. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for that second new item and more videos to come.